guys might say -5 years.
Oh, that's right. I died on the inside a long time ago.
What is up, Flick fans? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking Countdown. So get excited. I need you all in the comments down below. Let me know, what did you think of this film? And hey, I watched The Lighthouse as well, so that review's on this channel. It's better than this. Let's talk about this, though. So when a nurse downloads an app, well, technically she's not a nurse until after she downloads the app. Okay. When a nurse downloads an app that claims to predict the moment a person will die, it tells her she only has 3 days to live. With the clock ticking and a figure haunting her, she must find a way to save her life before time runs out. You guys know what this is. You know what this is. You anticipated it from the first trailer. You saw it and said, well, it's probably not going to be the best, but I could have some fun. I didn't have fun. This is a film for me that was very dull, a bit boring, predictable, full of conventional jump scares. And you guys know me. I am the kind of person, I don't like that kind of horror film, the pure studio horror film that relies on all of these conventions that are played up in every single cliched horror movie that we get nowadays. Not to say that everyone is cliche, but when they are cliche, it's always the same thing, and Countdown fits into that category. Now, there are more things to like in here than I anticipated. Am I saying it's a good movie? No. I do think it will be a guilty pleasure for some. Maybe not for the right reasons. It could be a movie that you watch and say, well, it's bad, but I had a bit of fun with it because of the silliness that goes down in this film. I'll tell you what caught me off guard. This movie is taking itself so seriously the entire time. They're dealing with death, absolutely, a very serious topic, right? Dramatic. There's also a subplot dealing with Elizabeth Lail's character, who is actually pretty good in this movie. Is the writing good? No. Is the dialogue that she's saying good? No. But she herself is good. I saw her in You, and I said, you know what? I want to see her in more things. Not this, but something else I want to see her in. She's very good, but there's a subplot with her and a doctor that is dealing with a very a touchy and really an intense topic that should not go along with humorous elements. But this film tries its very best to integrate humor, I believe, at the wrong time, and it just does not connect. It feels like two separate tones, and the film cannot figure out whether it wants to be a Final Destination or whether it wants to be this completely and serious horror film. Sadly, it does not really capitalize on either, because I found the humor to be a bit like, okay. There are two very wacky characters in here. You have the guy that is selling the cell phones that helps them along the way later on in the film, and then you have, well, multiple priests in the movie, but there is one that is just over-the-top wacky, and they try their best to be funny, and they're fine for what they're trying to do. Actually, one of the priests, not the main one, he was in George Lopez, and I liked that show. But Quinn has to dive into why are others allowed to live 50-plus years, and this app is counting me down and telling me I'm going to die within the week. It's kind of a race against the literal clock on the screen. Just very silly moments in the movie, man. I mean, characters are making decisions in here, and I'm just like, why are you doing that? Why does this character do this at the time where this character should not be doing this? And I'm talking about the third act, trying to tiptoe around what actually happened, but there's a moment where one of our characters makes the dumbest of decisions, and he knows what's happening, but he does it anyway, and that happens multiple times throughout the film. It relies on jump scares, poorly executed jump scares. There are, and I will be positive for just a second, there are one or two in there that do work for what they're trying to go for, and it does make a few decisions that did not completely upset me. And like I said, the acting is not the worst I've ever seen. The delivery of the dialogue may be a bit off at times, but I blame the script more than I blame the actual acting. Guys, Countdown is exactly what you expect it to be. It's an October studio horror film that falls flat in almost every single way possible. It will find its audience, absolutely. I do believe some Final Destination fans will watch this, and it gives you that sense of, we have to figure this thing out right now. We are literally fighting death here, and from that perspective, it's cool. I like the idea of the film. It's just the execution and the constant sound effects of the phone and the awkwardness of certain characters and the delivery of the jokes that fall flat and some of the one-liners in here. I'm just like, eesh. It's bad, but it's not so bad that it's unwatchable, so that's a good thing, I guess. I'm going to go a generous 34%. You know, I could go lower with my score, but I did find some things in there that kept it from being one of the worst movies of the year, because trust me, I've seen some clunkers. This one is down there for sure, but it is not my top 10 worst of the year. Regardless, what did you guys think of Countdown? Did it blow you away? Did it scare you? Didn't scare me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Is this the movie you're watching this weekend, or are you checking out The Lighthouse, maybe Black and Blue? If you guys want to see a review for Black and Blue, let me know. If so, I'll try to get to it and give you a review tomorrow. If not, I'll definitely do one on my Patreon regardless. You guys are truly the best. Thank you so much for watching this channel. Tomorrow morning, Dolomite is My Name on Netflix. I'll see you soon.